Alright, hey guys, Patrick here, Southwest Fort Worth, and I want to give a little disclaimer real quick, okay? In breeding glowfish, you are not, they are a patented fish. You have the company that makes them, Seacrest Farms, they have a patent on glowfish. They have spliced the DNA of jellyfish and anemone, different things, into zebra danios, white skirt, black skirt tetras, tiger barbs, stuff like that. And so you are not allowed to intentionally breed them. You cannot sell them or anything like that. So that's just a disclaimer. But if some happen to breed in your tank, whoops, that's okay. They're your fish and they're gonna breed. I mean, black skirt tetras and stuff like that. So what I want to do right now is show you one of my glowfish. It is a black skirt tetra in here. It's the only one I have. And it's right down here. So you see that? That tetra right there. Okay. That is a glowfish. And in there with it, with the glowfish, are regular black skirt tetras, and they will interbreed with the black skirt or white skirt tetras. It's the same species, it's just the DNA has been spliced of the glowfish. Okay, so if some just happen to be in a basket, a holding basket in a tank for whatever reason, and eggs fall down and you're able to go and breed up the eggs, then you will have fry. And that is essentially what has happened in this tank right here. So I had some tiger barbs and some other stuff in a basket in here, and then I found eggs in the tank. Excuse me. Found eggs in the tank, and I didn't know what fry these were. No idea. And that is kind of fun. It's kind of a surprise, but I don't have to worry about what type of fry, or I don't have to wonder anymore what type of fry are in here, as some of these fry, let's see if I can get one in the picture. Okay. Focused as much as I can be here. Right there, if you can make it out, you see that pink? That's a glowfish fry. And I found several in here along with the other fry that you can tell are glowfish fry because they breed true because they're spliced DNA. So it is in fact pink. There's one. I'm gonna zoom out here. So you can see that's one glowfish fry. Look here on this leaf. And there's another one swimming at the base of this leaf. Right there. There's some on the leaf as well, but that one's swimming across right there. Get it focused. The leaf as the background, that is right there. Oh, no, there it is. Swimming down. Right there. That right there, that's a glowfish fry. And then there's another one in the back. Swimming across. There's a bunch of regular fry in the middle of all this. There's a lot of fry in here. And we know now that they are black skirt tetras. I'm thinking probably quite a few are Odessa barbs, and there might be some tiger barbs in the mix as well. Some longfin tiger barbs. I'm hoping there are anyway. We shall see. So that, the same way that you breed other egg scattering fish, your glowfish or simply zebra danios, black skirt tetras, white skirt tetras, tiger barbs, and the same way you breed those, you breed glowfish. This one. But remember, disclaimer. If you accidentally breed them, it's okay. You can't intentionally breed them. I don't know if anybody's going to go knocking on your door or anything, or how they're going to show it, but there's a bunch of other fry in there as well. And I go and I feed them vinegar eels, some girls from brionshrimpdirect.com. They have different micron sizes, mainly vinegar eels right now, and then they will be until they're big enough to take brine shrimp. There you have it. I'll continue with the rest of this video with a quick fish room update. So, moving on from the plethora of fry that are in this tank. There are a plethora. I just fed some vinegar eels in here. And over here, the celestial pearl danios, and you see some of the fry that are over here, and there are different size fry in here. Some are still getting vinegar eels, some of them are big enough to eat brine shrimp. There's just all sorts of different sized fry in there. As you can see. And speaking of different sized fry, we'll go ahead and move on. The Boesemani Rainbow fry. A lot of them are just filled up right now. Bellies are full from all of the brine shrimp they've been eating. And I've noticed that a lot of the bigger ones We're hanging out to the top, but then you see some of the smaller ones a little bit lower in the water column. And again, I'm breeding these guys by just every day looking, and every day or every other day. And again, I'm breeding these guys by just every day, every other day. Taking the spawning mop, looking for eggs, and then I put it in here. And then I go and put a new one in there. Just rotate them out. Over here I've got, down right below these Boesemani Rainbows. I went last night and kind of cleaned the glass that these guys are in. And these are just a few of the Odessa barb fry that have been growing out. I've already transported a lot of them. These are the stragglers, the ones that are a little bit smaller, but they are not so small anymore. They're about ready to be moved. Also clean the glass on clean the glass on 46 bow front with the cichlids in it, the various different cichlids. And after cleaning it, like under that rock, there's a fry popping out. Probably the JLo reef cichlid is probably the fry that it is, but I don't know. I'm not a big cichlid guy when it comes to the African cichlids. I prefer the South Americans a lot more. But the JLo reefs and the yellow labs I just think look cool. So I got some at an auction, and they get their own tank right there. Alright, now this jar right here, and if you look, I put a tube, and the tube comes out of the water, then it goes in, so if I need to go and feed, I can turn off the air that's coming out here. Once these wigglers are free swimming, and the wigglers are here on the bottom, once they're free swimming, I'll be able to go turn off the air, feed them, and then turn the air back on when they're done. But if you look on the bottom there, you just see just a bunch. And let's see if I can just, maybe we have enough light. Just adjust the focus on them. You see them wiggling. Wiggling at the bottom there. Anyway, I believe it's Angels Plus that sells the PVC and the sponges, so that you can put them in a jar and you don't have to worry about them fungusing or anything. It's a really great product. I've got, this is a future video, but I'll show it over here. I have made some black water, some RO water mixed with some tap water, mostly RO water, layer of peat at the bottom, and I'm attempting to breed various tetras, neon tetras, rummy nose tetras, and ember tetras. So I have them, in fact I've got just right down here, various tetras, neon tetras, rummy nose tetras, and ember tetras. So I have them, in fact I've got just right down here, that's just styrofoam box that a lot of these fish are shipped in. But I know Seacrest Farms, when they're breeding their neon tetras, that's what they use. Covers the side, so just doing that. That'll be in a future video. Here are angelfish fry that have been growing out. That's from this pair right here, who are being picky because she's full of eggs, I can tell, and they should be laying more eggs any day now. Can't believe they haven't yet. In fact, I can see their vents. They're ready. She's ripe with eggs, gravid with eggs. They just need to go, and I moved, this is what they laid on last time, so I moved that back in the tank. So I think they're just being picky, but I think maybe they'll start cleaning that off and laying on there. Then I'll move it after they lay. They'll probably lay tomorrow, maybe the day after. Hopefully tomorrow. So, this is their first batch though. And I didn't know how their fry were gonna turn out. But I'm glad to say that I have some black ones and I've got orange ones. Which is way cool. There's also a fish right here that I found, which was really cool because it was a red blue Colombian tetra. That right there, if I can get it. So I've got that red blue Colombian tetra in with them. I also have an Odessa barb fry that I found in one of these tanks that I think got through the sump system. So it's in there. It normally hangs out on the bottom. But then you can see the angels. You see some are orange. They're getting that angel shape with them. One reason I like doing the black skirt tetras is when they're fry, they kind of look like angel fry as well. It's funny how some fry look alike like that. Kind of like white cloud minnow fry look like neon tetra fry when they're little. But got a mix over here of the angelfish fry, which I think is fantastic. We'll do a autofocus here, and I'll go ahead. And for anybody that's new to the channel, you see I've got 9 tanks over here, and there are 9 tanks over here. And there's one frag tank I use for breeding around celestial pearl danios. The 2 46 bow fronts. And then the 29 gallon with, anybody wants these, I have these for sale. These are get this focus here. Starburst endlers. And this is how they are found in the wild, so they're not crossbred with anything. That is their original state. I just like that blue. Normally I'm not an endler guy, but we have some of these for sale if anybody's interested. But yeah, and all that is running in that pipe. There's a pump, and that pipe, bringing water, it's pumping water. It's this one right here. This pipe is pumping water up all across, and it provides water to all the tanks. The water goes into the hangleback filters, which aren't plugged in, but I have one at the back of every tank. And they have different pothos ivy or bamboo or other things in them. And they go down all the way down into the gutter. And the gutter comes back into the tanks. These are 246s, 29. They go right back into the sump. The top of it is a grow bed, and the grow bed is there's peace lily, pothos, bamboo, aloe vera. There's a tomato plant over there. And lava rock at the bottom. It is a flood drain bell siphon system in the grow bed. Goes up and down just like most aquaponics systems, except for my aquaponics system, I have fish tanks. I also do an automatic water change on them. Anyway, that's new. I've got right over here, I've got barrels. They're collecting rainwater right now. And I'll do another video how I collect the rainwater and how there's a pre-filter. But there's that, and I have plugged in over here on the line cold water that goes into this filtration system. It takes out the chlorine and chloramines and then goes up, and as it goes up it puts water into there, and that's this one system. And all these tanks over here are on another system, and you can see the water coming in right there. There's water coming in for these systems with the 420 gallons at the top. It's 25 frag tank, 20 gallon here, 20 longs, 29 gallons. There's some of the angel fry that at the glass right now. That's cool. See if I can focus in on them while they're here. Hey, how you guys doing, big bellies? I swear you can see their growth. They grow so fast. But these tanks are drilled, and I also have as backup, I've got on a lot of them, they have overflow boxes. And so they go from the top, you see the plumbing there. And they go from the top. There's 240 breeders, 275s, the 420 longs at the top, the 25 frag, the 120 long in the middle row, 429s. And then on the bottom I've got a 55 that has a bunch of yellow labs in it, and a 1 OB peacock that's right there. They're hiding. Sometimes they're out. And then I've got that 90 gallon, 100 gallon, and on the bottom over here, this 125. Maybe it was a daddy. Maybe there were a few mommies in there. There was a lot of eggs in there. I've got some of these longfin tiger barbs for sale. I've got roseline, denison barbs. I got a bunch of them. I bought them wholesale so I could get a good price on them. I got a lot of those for sale. Trying out this egg collection system. Just put that in. We'll see. See if I get any eggs. It's for fun. It's whatever. If I do, I do. I don't. Whatever. Some other fish that I have for sale. Some of these cold guppies that are really cool looking. My black cories, those aren't for sale. Maybe I'll be breeding some. That'd be great if I can get them to breed. Some of these cold guppies. Celestial pearl Daniels and angelfish, I'm sure will be on sale soon. And the red guppies, I always have. The Moscow blacks with that, some of them have that long fin, I forget the name of it. But you have to keep them in with regular fin because I don't think those ones breed. They don't breed like that. So, yeah. That's a little update here in Southwest Fort Worth.